Hello everyone. Today we continue our series of 15-minute beginner yoga practices. These are perfect to begin your day, end your day, or do any time in between, and they're all done on the mat. My name is Deb and welcome to Women Reinventing Midlife TV, where we aim to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. So last week's practice we did practices for the upper and the lower body, and you'll find that video at the end of this one. Today we're focusing mainly on the lower body, but also on the spine to bring flexibility to the spine as well. Now remember, if you've never done any form of exercise or yoga before, to consult your doctor or your GP first. And please remember, if you find this content enjoyable, to subscribe to this channel to support me in continuing to support you. Okay, so let's get on the mat and get started. Okay, so today's practice is all done on our back as well, just like we did last week. And so we'll begin on our back with breath awareness too. Okay, so make yourself safely go down onto your back. Coming into knees to chest with me. And then exhale, release your feet and arms down. Extend your right leg and your left leg for breath awareness. Allowing yourself to melt comfortably into your mat and bringing your awareness inward to your breath. Beginning in natural breath with a gentle expansion of the abdomen on the inhale and a softening of the abdomen on the exhale. Natural breath is slow, even flowing, and effortless. There's no pushing or forcing in this breath. It's just a gentle breath in and a gentle breath out. On your next inhale, expanding into complete breath, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lung. And on the exhale, releasing from the upper, the middle, the lower lungs, pulling the navel in firmly to the base of the spine. As you breathe in, the abdomen expands, the rib cage expands, the chest expands. As you breathe out, the chest softens, the rib cage softens, the abdomen softens first, and then the navel pulls in firmly to the base of the spine. Complete breath is filling your lungs to a comfortable maximum. There's still no pushing or forcing with your breath. On your next inhale, stepping in with the right foot, then the left foot to partial recline, and then exhale, bring both knees to chest. Knees to chest asana, continue with the breath. Complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. On your exhale, remembering to pull the navel in firmly to the base of the spine. On your next exhale, releasing feet and arms to the mat. Making sure that you have the heels of your feet in line with your sit bones. Inhale, bridge roll one. So we're going to tuck the tailbone and just roll the spine up just until the navel line. So this is a very small movement. This is really good for the pelvic floor. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up to the navel line. Exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, slow and even flowing. So we're not lifting, we're actually rolling. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up to the navel line. Exhale, rolling back down, slow and even flowing. And one more. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up to the navel line. Exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, slow and even flowing. Inhale, bridge roll 2, tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up past the navel line until your shoulders, your hips and your thighs are in a diagonal line. Exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, slow and even flowing. Inhale, bridge roll 2, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra, slow and even flowing up until you have that diagonal line. Exhale, rolling back down, slow and even flowing, feeling each vertebra melting into the mat as you roll down. Inhale, bridge roll 2 again, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up until the shoulders, hips and thighs are diagonal again. Exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, slow and even flowing. The partial recline. Now we're going to go a little higher. Inhale, bridge roll 3, tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up till you have that diagonal line. And then exhale, pressing up through the pubic bone and pressing up through the chest. Exhale, rolling back down, slow and even flowing. Inhale here and exhale. And inhale, bridge roll 3 again, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up until you have that diagonal line. And then exhale, press up through the pubic bone and press up through the chest so you have a nice back bend. Exhale, rolling back down, slow and even flowing. Inhale here. Exhale. And inhale, bridge roll 3. Tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up until you have that diagonal line. And then exhale, pressing up through the pubic bone, pressing up through the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, slow and even flowing with the rhythm of your breath, just really slow. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Inhale here. Take a couple of breaths in, knees to chest. Filling your lower, your middle, your upper lungs. And on your next exhale, lowering both feet and arms to partial recline. And then we're going to inhale and hold in bridge. So inhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra up till you have that diagonal line. And then exhale, pressing up through the pubic bone, pressing up through the chest. And hold for bridge asana. You can walk your shoulders in so you can interlace your hands behind. Breathe, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lung. Focusing on your breath. On your next exhale, walk the shoulders out again, release the hands, and vertebra by vertebra rolling back down into your mat. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, bring both knees to chest, or knees to chest asana. Relaxing in your knees to chest asana, relaxing into your mat, relaxing into yourself. Complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. On your next exhale, bring your arms to a T position and twist vertebra by vertebra to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist vertebra by vertebra to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Slow and even flowing. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slow and even flowing. Twist vertebra by vertebra to the left and hold for reclined twist asana. Your head can stay center or it can be turned in the opposite direction to the twist. Making sure that you have both shoulders are remaining fully grounded on your mat. If your shoulders aren't grounded, you're a little bit too far into the twist and you might need to come out of it a little bit. But both shoulders must stay grounded on the mat for you to gain the most benefit. Feeling your spine releasing into the twist with each breath. On your next exhale, slowly unwind, slow and even flowing. And twist to the other side and hold. For reclined twist asana. Focusing on your breath, complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. On your next exhale, unwind, slow and even flowing. Bring your arms in, your knees to chest. Knees to chest asana, complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. And on your next exhale, lowering both feet and arms. Inhale, recline spider, lift both heels and rotate the knees out to the sides, bringing the soles of the feet together. Focusing on your breath, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lungs. And on the exhale, releasing from the upper, the middle, the lower lungs, pulling the navel in firmly to the base of the spine. Complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. On your next exhale, bring the knees to chest. So keeping your toes together, bring the knees around and to your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering both feet and arms, extending the right leg and then the left leg for Tranquility Asana. And this is a beautiful place now to do some yoga nidra, so releasing into natural breath with a gentle expansion of the abdomen on the inhale and a soft pulling in of the abdomen on the exhale. Yoga nidra is important. 5 to 10 minutes is best. And it simply helps your body more fully absorb the practice that you've just done. Thank you for joining me. If you found this practice enjoyable, please remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell for notifications so you're notified when the next video in this series comes out. Lots of love to you, and I look forward to connecting next time. Namaste.